My precious angels. Did little Polly, aka Harley, leave this morning? Yes. And now we're down to the beautiful 8, aren't we? It's an even number and it seems like very little compared to what we're used to, huh? So today, little chilly man right there who's been digging, and I should probably give him another bath because they spent a little time out in their outdoor pen that they like so much. Hey guys, I know what we can do. I know you're looking for me for food because you had an active morning, which it's back to being 84 today, and it's been pretty chilly, so they've been spending a lot of time indoors. So yes, isn't that right, Banjo? So come here, guys. Watch this. I got this cool thing, you guys. Pardon this little, not great thing, but what's in there? What's in there? Oh boy, it's like the kids at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh my gosh, were we having too much fun in there? Is that too much fun in there? Is that too much, Diana? Are you too much of a big chunk to even get in there? Diana is so, oh my gosh, look, that's what the bad thing about these balls, they just crush them. I thought it would be such a great idea, and luckily they weren't that expensive, like $16, and probably I'll just save them for Daisy's puppies, even though right now saying about Daisy's puppies is like somebody who just had quadruplets thinking they're definitely never going to have kids again. Anyway, yeah, here they all are. Hello there, Ivan. He's Ivan. And there's our Diana. We don't know her new name yet, but I think she's a natural Princess Diana. It's in Loki. He might keep his name, and it's totally fine. Dogs have kept their names. One of the ones I've never, ever asked anybody to, but one couple, I did put the heavy pressure on. They're even friends of mine, but I said, you guys, please, I can't almost give them up if you don't keep the name, which was Elvis, and that was before the big new sensation about the Elvis movie. We've always loved Elvis, and so that's Shasta's Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love, isn't it? And once in a while, both Lexi and I have called Mr. Fantastic Elvis because he looks like him. Oh, great! Look at Ivan. Ivan, you're supposed to be playing with the ball, not with the plastic. But this is what it is, you guys. Hello, my little cuties, and most of them is going to be hard to even get good videos now. So good thing we're dissipating in the next couple of days and even more next week, because what happens is they want to get us. They want to just get my toes and everything about me instead of going into their toys as much, right? I know. Hello, Banjo. I call him Banjo on my knee, don't I? Anyway, so yeah, they all got their cute little new names, and maybe Loki and Diana might be Loki and Diana. We don't know. But I do think you're Princess Diana, and it would be perfectly suited in a way with the Queen, although supposedly the Queen didn't like her, right, Henrietta? That would be the only one flaw anyone could find with the Queen now. Look at you, Banjo, looking sweet. You know what he's doing, though? I know what he's doing right now. He's asking me, why am I doing this instead of giving him food? Because it's almost near lunchtime, isn't it, guys? Oh, yes, indeed. Anyway, little Polly is fitting in amazingly with her new home, and they've been here several days because my sweet friend and one of the people that definitely I hope is going to carry on the Shasta lines, because she already has the beautiful Shasta's Walking on Sunshine Rose, and she bred gorgeous Miss Rose to our Hunka Hunka handsomeness Asher. And so we'll see. Hopefully that worked out. It's always way harder to breed when you want to, and of course when you're trying to, when it's involving the neighbor stray dog, it's simple to breed, like they say, but when you're trying, it's brutal. We actually had to drive to the place to do the artificial insemination, and I think it was because it was past the date, and because what they said is Asher he's just too soft in his personality, like when the girls snap at him. He had a bad experience with Roxy, really bad. Apparently, according to Dana, she was definitely trying to kill him, and whoever was holding her wasn't doing a good job, and so I think he's just really, the minute everything almost started, even though she was past ovulation, he was very willing and everything, but it just, she was biting at him because she wasn't having it and she was scared. So anyway, we did it the AI method, which I don't really believe in and like, and Asher's first time breeding was happening in like 10 minutes. It was very natural, but that girl was more experienced, so she probably didn't protest is what I'm guessing. So anyway, look at you cutie pies. either way, hopefully they feel we caught it at a good time, so we'll see. All right, everybody's winding down and I gotta go. Thank you, David, by the way, if you're listening to this, for being so flexible, because I have not, as usual with Cassie leaving and everything, stopped moving again since 5-ish, and I've got a million more things to do. Oh my goodness, is little Banjo gonna take a nap in there along with Dorini? Oh, they hear that little thing, but they're getting used to it by now. Hear it? That little talking ball toy. This is too cute. But anyway, at least we're getting a good video for you guys before we get down to 7, and then 6, and then pretty soon, oh no, 5, because little Loki takes a road trip tomorrow too. This is too exciting, but it's also sad, and I'm going to miss everybody a lot, this time more than ever, because I went to more shows while this was happening. And we've got everybody looking good, though, and feeling good. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys is I'm going to have 2 puppies holding on to still, because I'm still approving. I got a good questionnaire from a guy, but I think he sounds very responsible and awesome. But I think he is still, if you're listening to this, Zavico, get me the questionnaire, because you sound really good, just responsible and very good communicator. But the dang questionnaire isn't coming through, so maybe we have a home for Mr. Fantastic or our precious little Dorini in there right now. Those are the 2 that I'll be holding back for a while. So I've shockingly been getting some amazing owners from YouTube. Like I think I might have mentioned, even though that wasn't something I started it for, I did end up getting, right, Mr. Fantastic, are you going to get a home from someone on YouTube? They still have to meet the bar, don't they? And so, yeah, hopefully, again, it's a very slow time from what I've talked to everybody about. Normally by this time, I'm actually turning away probably 6 or 7 very good homes. And this time I've gotten, of course, a lot of inquiries, but most of them just don't meet the bar. So I'm going to just hold on to the 2, and don't be intimidated if you think you're the perfect family. I would love to get a show home if I could for either Doreen or Mr. Fantastic, but it's not necessary. And I want to thank in advance that I've got a slate of you guys listening. Of the ones that are owning, there's 3 that already were definitely wanting to show and knew a little bit about showing, and that's who's getting Banjo, Ivan, and little Polly, who's already left. But I have several of you very willing to give it a stab, and so I'm very grateful and happy for that. And I'll be sending you guys videos about the basics. Again, I want you to remember, for those of you that are new, the contract will say it's a show contract, but it's never, first of all, it's never mandatory. Unless it's someone that really wanted to show, then I don't like to let them out of that easily. But anybody that, we've kind of had an informal that you'll do, it's just easier to do the show contract from the start. But if it becomes something you don't like, you're off the hook for sure. We're just hoping it's all about a win-win and making it awesome for the dogs. But that said, for Banjo and Ivan and Polly, I think you guys are committed, and I would want that to give it more than the old college try. But usually that's not needed with our dogs, because we have a lot of fun and they finish fast. And yeah, and some people don't like to show these guys till they're much older, which I respect for that, but we have no problem showing them younger because our dogs love it. There's zero harm to it. So if you get them out there and they don't like it, great. And, if you're not winning and you feel it's wasteful of your dollar, that's another thing. But otherwise, I like to start them young because, honestly, I think it's great to finish young. Then you can show as much or little as you want after that. So anyway, there's my big talking, and they're all going to sleep, which is too precious. I'm going to get some photos of this. This is so funny.